Hello my YouTube friends, this is Nicole with accessory@etsy.com, and I have something special to share with you today that I recently finished. And I was going to wait until I had another journal or two finished and then just kind of film them all together, but these next three books are going to be large with lots and lots of pages, and so I thought that video would be like an hour long. So I thought, well, maybe not. So I'll just do this one first, and then the next two will probably have their own videos too. So no consolidation. This one is a Sherlock Holmes themed journal. I guess it was last week. I had started this quite a while ago, but I think it was last week, or maybe it was just early this week. I can't remember. I was watching one of Eva's videos, and she is, it's Z-E-B, is it Zebetygl? Z-E-B-T-Y-T-G-L? Her name is Eva, and she's lovely. She's just lovely, and she was working on a Sherlock journal, and it inspired me to finish this one. She just gave me the kick in the rump I needed just to get this one done. And she had found some really neat infographics, is what she called them. And so I looked them up too, and I grabbed a couple of those because I thought they were neat. She was so right. And so anyway, Eva, if you're watching this, thank you, darling. You are just what I needed, and you are one of the most creative people I've seen on YouTube, and I just really appreciate all your generous thoughts and tips and everything that you put out there for all of us to look at. And thank you for the kick in the butt I needed to finish the Sherlock journal, and I cannot wait to see yours. It is going to exceed anything I could ever do, and I just can't wait to see what you come up with, because you are the queen of creativity. So anyway, I will get into this one. I will stop rambling so much. And this is the Sherlock journal. I believe it is approximately 9 by 6. So it is a big guy. It is covered in that fabric that I like, that I've done the Haberdasher's journal in, and the Naturalist's logbook, and it just looks like weathered leather without being weathered leather. Weathered leather. So on the front, I have this cool graphic of the magnifying glass and the definition of abductive reasoning. And then I have a little Tim Holtz tag here that says evidence. I thought was really cool. There's an old piece of, well, not old, but it looks old, vintage paper. I think it might be Seven Gypsies. I think it's in one of their little pads. But I thought it looked very Sherlock Holmesy. And so I sandwiched between those two some tea-dyed cheesecloth, and then I sewed around the edges just to give it a little bit more interest. On the spine, where all the pages are sewn in, we have more things tied. There, of course, is a key to the brownstone and a timepiece, because time is important. So there is the front of this one. The spine is, I think, about 2 inches wide. There's a lot of pages in this guy. It's got tons of random clips throughout. And on the sides, I was going to put page tabs, but I decided that that might make it too wide, and they might get all bent up. So instead, I used these clips, and of course all of these clips with these little pinchy clips and some miniature binders, and anyway, lots of random stuff. So inside, it's not. There we go. Inside, there will be lots of course, Sherlock Holmes type of ephemera. There will be these aged tea-dyed tags and pattern paper tags There is pockets galore. There will be tuck spots and envelopes and photographs and miniature booklets and quotations. Sherlock Holmes was a reader, so I've put some Robert Browning in there. Here is an envelope that can be taken out. Anything can be put in there. I've printed some graphics on some of the pages. There's a picture of John Barrymore. He played Sherlock back in the 20s, I believe. This is, there were several of these book pages. They're from a mystery book called The Mysterious Affair at Styles. So there's some mystery book pages in there. Of course, a map of Great Britain. Some stamping, ledger paper, all tea-dyed, of course, to make it look ancient. Tuck spots here with postcards. There will be quotes from some of the books that Sherlock was in. There will be some information on people and evidence that has been collected. There's another one of those infographics that Eva mentioned, so I printed it on just directly on the page. There will be these index cards that have been aged, of course. VR, of course, the initials that Victoria Regina, right, that Sherlock shot into the wall. This is kind of an ode to all the Sherlocks. I really like, I'm a Doyle fan, and so I like all kinds of Sherlock. Probably I like the one with Johnny Lee Miller the least. It's an okay TV show, but to me, I don't know, it's just not quite Sherlock for some reason. And just my personal opinion, means nothing. I am partial to Robert Downey Jr. and Jude Law. I love Benedict Cumberbatch. I mean, who doesn't? And Martin Freeman. Excellent duos. And of course, Moriarty in that one is phenomenal. But anyway, so I have used a lot from the movies and whatnot. I've added in here as well, the movies and the TV shows, the BBC shows. So I hope you enjoy some of what I've put in here. Of course, this was from Sherlock to Watson. Come at once if convenient, if inconvenient, come anyway. Could be dangerous. I love that. So I made this collage and printed that out. There's some fan art slipped in here. Tuck spots. Some graph paper. Some fold outs, because the page was too long and I didn't want to cut it off. But lots of random. It's very gender neutral, I would say. I think anybody could use this journal. It's not too girly, it's not too masculine, it's just kind of, it is what it is. Some of the coffee staining on these turned out really cool. I love the effect. It really does make them look old. Some quotes up here. Another one here. There's those miniature binder clips. Saw those at the store the other day and had to have those. There's a case file in here with some information and a photograph. I will leave that as a surprise. This is empty, but it's the closed secret spot for the user. Some more Sherlock ephemera. Some printings. Another one there. Of course, another map. big tuck spot here. This is one of those infographics that Eva talked about, and this was an overview of the brownstone, the front room of the brownstone. Of course, some sheet music because Sherlock played the violin. There is a place to jot down a day's worth or a week's worth of, plans. It's early. Sorry, guys. Little tuck spot here in the corner. I don't even know how many pages. There's at least 150, but I will count them and put them in the listing. Another printing. Here's another envelope. This is one more signature. We are not even done here, people. I am so sorry. I thought I was done. Here's another tuck spot. Some more information for case notes. Another planner page. This is from Dreams, Etc. I believe. I printed that out and then I tea stained it. I just thought it looked nice in here. There's a picture of Conan Doyle. Another pocket here. And a quote. Some more ephemera pieces in the pocket in the back. And the inside front and back covers are it's a Tim Holtz paper, and it just looks like aged canvas. So just very, very plain. I didn't want to take away from all the junk I was going to put in here. And of course this big pocket here. So there is the Sherlock Holmes journal. Like I said, there will be 2 more big ones coming up. I'll go ahead and tell you. What difference does it make, huh? I've got an Edgar Allan Poe journal coming up. It'll be similar in size to this one, the dimensions. And I've also got another one coming up, and it's going to be a big journal too. It's going to be a fabric journal, and it is about a gypsy queen. And so it will be interesting. That's all I'm going to say. It is still in the planning stages. It is in my head. Scary place to be. But the Poe journal is already in the works. So these big ones take me quite a while, just creating the covers and deciding the ephemera that's going to go in them, and especially whatever I'm going to put on the front. And so they take some time. And so, and I like to take my time on them because I want them to be right. And I have one of those personalities that if something doesn't flow right in my head, I will not put it up on Etsy. There have been what I call reject journals, where when I have finished them, they just weren't right. And so you will never see them because my brain says no. So anyway, I do take my time on these, and I'm really appreciative of all your comments, and you all help me so much in that process, especially those of you who post your own journals online. Even if it's not even something I'm working on, sometimes a page element that you've created will spark some inspiration in me to go in a direction that I didn't even think of before. And so thank you, all you wonderful, wonderful people out there. And I could list probably 25 right now, and just people that are incredibly talented and so very generous with what they do. So if anybody has any questions about anything, please don't hesitate to ask. I'm an open book, and I'll try to help you as much as possible. I am not an expert by any means, but please, if you have any questions about what I do, feel free to ask. So I will let you all go. This This video has been 15 minutes long, and I think that's long enough to take your attention. And everybody have a fabulous day. Thank you so much for stopping by and checking out the new journal. And I will catch you guys next time. Bye.